Welcome out to another one of our Athlete of the Week interviews. I can't believe we're already at the end of the fall seasons, and women's soccer is into the Region 9 championship game for the third straight season, looking for a third straight title. Danielle O'Leary was a big part of getting them there. He had the game winner against Casper and also assisted on the tying goal. Talk a little bit first about just getting the win up there and being able to continue on in the Region 9 postseason.
Honestly, beating Casper, probably one of the best things of my life this year. But I think going into that game, we were the underdogs to them, and going at Casper wasn't the best feeling. But coming away with that win, and it was actually history because we've never won at that field before. So, and being able to contribute with both goals in the game, it felt really good, and I think it definitely brought us closer as a team, and yeah, it just felt really good.
Talk a little bit about the way the postseasons felt, because last year you went in as the 3 seed, but I don't think anybody really felt, okay, we're the 3 seed, but we're not necessarily, we played with everybody because you hadn't lost a match all year. It was just some draws that ended up being the difference makers. This year, going in as the 4, I felt like teams overlooked you guys a little bit more going into the postseason. Has it been weird going and playing a different role, as it were, in the postseason this year?
I think, yeah, but also, I think the hardest thing is not being able to play the championship game here. It's definitely having to travel, but I don't know, just having that upper level on the team would be nice. But I don't think there's any different. I think we're still going to go and we're still going to play our game, and we're hopefully going to win and go to nationals again and, keep the streak. And
what's different about this year's team from last year's team? What's obviously both are talented rosters, but what's the composition of this year's team like?
I think having more depth in the team this year. We've got more players. We can rotate more, and it's just easier knowing that if one of us needs a sub, that if we're gonna get replaced, the player's gonna be just as good, if not better, and then we can have our time to rest, reset, and then when Lugo's ready, he can put us back in. And I think it's just knowing that every time you go out onto the field, no matter who's replacing you or who you're replacing, everyone just goes on and gives their all and gives their 100%, no matter how long they play, or if they don't even play. I know that that they're still supporting us, and just the whole team. We're all so close, and it's just really good.
Definitely felt that with this year's group, that it's been very tight-knit. Talk a little bit about the national tournament. You've been there. The sophomores have obviously been there. How big would it be to be able to share that experience and kind of keep that legacy of consistently being at the national tournament or in that conversation?
I think for me, last year we didn't perform at nationals, so I think if we made it this year, just being able to go back and prove to the teams that are there, that were there last year and thought that we were the worst team, I think going back and proving that we actually have something to prove and have to show them that we are a good team and we do deserve to be there and hopefully win some games. You as an individual have grown so much since you've been over here as well. This year took some big jumps as far as just becoming a consistent goal scorer. Where has your game grown since the 2 years you've been here at L Trip? I don't really know. I think just working on everything, I think it's not just me that's improved, the whole team's improved, and just being able to adapt to the different players, like the freshmen that came in and the sophomore transfers that came in, just being able to adapt to how they play, but also them being able to adapt to how I play. And, I think just putting all of that together, it's become really effective, and now we're just a really good team, and it's just all coming together really well. Now we get to throw a little bit of pressure onto your parents. You guys win the tournament. Your parents got to come over for sophomore day, obviously. They going to be coming over again for the national tournament? I wish they could, but I don't think they will. It's a tough ask. We got to plant the seed early on in this side of things. Ahead for you, though, you're not planning on necessarily going straight back to England after you finish up here. You still have more goals of playing soccer at the collegiate level. Not a ton of looking into that yet. You're obviously focused on the season, but when you start picturing where you end up, have you started seeing some schools pop into that vision in your head, if not reaching out to you? I think I'm going to try and stay around in this area, but I'm not going to keep that as my main focus. and then I'm just gonna look at as many schools as I can and just find the best fit for me, really.
That's all you can ever do.
Yeah.
Danielle O'Leary has definitely found a good fit here at El Trip. Twice she's been Athlete of the Week this year, and you still got chances for more. We got 2 more weeks of soccer at least left to go. So Danielle O'Leary showing us what we can do on the soccer field as always. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.